responsibility as well as where are you from?
Salam, Difno. That's what you said?
Yeah.
Good. My name is Charles Gakuu. Charles Gakuu is the managing director at Air Travel and Related Study Center back in Nairobi, Kenya. And Air Travel and Related Study Center is an authorized training center by IATA. In fact, we are also a premier SACCOM member, meaning that we are among the top 10 training institutions under IATA in the world. In fact, the only one in Africa. Today, I'm attending the Focus on Africa conference here in Addis with view of catching up with the industry and finding out latest trends and what is happening in our African airspace. Remember that we are behind other parts of the world as far as aviation is concerned. As I talk to you now, we only command around 2% of the world's air traffic in terms of connectivity, numbers, and so on. And this is something that we need to do. Need to change as fast as we can because the world has moved quite far. I remain very pleased with Ethiopian Airlines being the flag carrier of African aviation. Back in Nairobi, they support me because they take my students for industrial attachment. They train them and then they employ them back in Nairobi, and we are very, very happy with that relationship. Regarding Addis, I was first here in 1993, and it was a very little place. I'm very happy now to see the development in the city. I'm happy to see that many global conferences and meetings are taking place here, and it's a pleasure. We need to open connectivity. I was very happy yesterday to catch a flight from from Mombasa to Addis on Ethiopian Airlines. That was never there, and I must commend Ethiopian Airlines first of all for the effort that they have made to spread the wings all over the world. I see Addis, Sao Paulo, I see Addis, Chicago, I see Addis, Washington, and so on. On the other side, Milan. It is very good. It's very good for air connectivity, and the more we can be able to open up more, then the cheaper also our air tickets will become. So today's conference, I am sure is going to address those issues so that at least we catch up with the rest of the world as far as aviation matters are concerned.
Okay. What needs to be done in order to make Africa connect better than
other areas of the world?
Yeah, because
Yes.
Africa do have also 1.0 billion people. So that population needs aviation. So what needs to do then include use the opportunity for technical expertise.
Okay. We need three things. The first of all is to have a visa-free continent. It does not make sense that I require a visa to go to my neighbor and so on. Other parts of the world actually are coming together and forming one bloc, a visa-free bloc, 28, Schengen, whether it is the EU and other parts. The second thing that we need to do is, of course, to open up the skies. Today we still have the African airspace being very, very much restricted. And if you could open that, of course, there will be free movement of goods, free movement of trade, and free movement of people. And that would mean that we can be able to integrate and work anywhere in the world, anywhere in the world to help us.
Okay. How do you make this in Africa continental trade aviation penetration? Because as you told me that there is this to make Africa part of global aviation.
Yes, so far we are making a start, and I'm very happy with conferences like the one that we're having, so that we can be able to come together and see what is it that we can do best, so that we can free our continent and travel freely like other parts of the world is happening. So this is a good start, and I'm sure that with many more conferences like the one that we're having, we are going to get far. And I'm happy today that Ethiopian Airlines have taken lead in that, and not just with aviation, but also in proper quality 5-star hotels where transit passengers can be able to, have a rest, and that is revenue for the airline, and of course revenue for the country. So if you opened up, it would be a win-win scenario for all of the world, and in particular in Africa.
As you know, Kenya do have latest best experience concerning to tourism.
Yes.
You do have Serengeti and other national parks.
Okay.
So tourism by itself needs aviation.
Yes, it does.
In this regard, Ethiopia is also striving so as to get its own share from tourism by
Yes.
bringing urban renewal and other different measures.
Okay.
So you told me that 3 decades before you have been here in Ethiopia.
Yes.
Please tell me in detail your memories and changes you observed.
Okay, I was a very young man when I was coming to Addis those days. Used to come for, I had friends working for Ethiopian Airlines and also for the Ethiopian Embassy. It was very tiny that time. In fact, we had 3 major hotels. There was Gion, if you remember, I don't know whether it is still there. There was also Hilton. And I used to go and enjoy ourselves at Basham's, Bolemini, and those places. We used to go for market in Piazza and Mercato. I don't know whether that is still there. But I'm very, very delighted to see that 30 years, you have an electric train, you have huge freeways, and the numbers have grown, populations have grown. I think we are now doing upwards of 7 million maybe, the city alone of Addis. It is great, but one thing maybe you have to do is to watch on sports, because these days Kenyans are running faster than Ethiopians. I hope you are going to do something about that, which is good for us. Back in the country, in Kenya, we love Ethiopia. I think it is only Kenyans and one more nationality that don't require a visa to get to Ethiopia. And we are very happy with that privilege. When I came in, no questions asked. I just got my passport stamped, and in 5 minutes I was here. So the people, the hospitality, and so on, and I'm sure with the hospitality of the people, of the Ethiopians, there's no doubt that moving forward, you are going to build also your tourism industry, your aviation industry, which you're already doing, and of course hospitality. It's good to see so many hotels coming up. I saw Radisson here, and many more, and I hope that many more will also set up in Addis and even further beyond.
Okay. What's your last message?
My last message to the people of Ethiopia: we are brothers, we are sisters. Please feel free to set up. I'm happy that I can deal with Safaricom from Addis. Come, be free to visit Kenya. Happily now you have 2 daily flights to Mombasa from Addis. Come and enjoy the beach, because I believe that Ethiopia is landlocked. Come and experience Kenyan cuisine and Kenyan hospitality. You're most welcome, and it is possible to grow the numbers. Last year we got 5.2 domestic tourists in the country and 2.7 international tourism, going for about 7 million, and it is possible also for Addis to do that. And I hope to learn a lot from the conference, and I must thank Ayada for putting this together, and I'm looking forward to learning from the 2 days of the conference. And thank you very much for interviewing me. Going well?
Yes.
It's okay?
Perfect.
It is perfect?
Yeah.
Yeah, save it.